Behavioral Pathways is a journey into behavioral style recognition, motivation, and predictability. Most people will not realize that Gary Ridgway, Jodi Arias, and Elliot Rodger function from the same perspectives, have the same behavioral style, and use the same coping mechanism. Their personally created illusion of superiority is enforced through competitiveness, arrogance, and condescension. They will do whatever it takes to maintain their facade of supremacy, including the destruction of those who remind them of their shortcomings. There are millions of people growing up with the same perspective, but never become violent and vindictive, like Mick Jagger, Mary Lou Retton, and Sting. They are all the same. It's just the details that differ. Our journey through behavioral styles, motivation, and predictability starts here. Life is simple, and all good things come in threes. We all want the same things. We want our independence and make choices we deem best for us. We want to be appreciated for who we are, and we want to feel safe with the ones we are with. We are born with natural abilities or nature and are influenced by our environment or nurture. We identify with our role models who should provide emotional nurturance, guidance, and protection. Through interaction, we construct a perceived message, which leads to a persuasive perspective with a key fear and a key need. Identification and perspective influences how we process information. We can use instinctive doing or our gut, our emotions or our heart, or reasoning or our head. Role model identification, perspective, and processing style favor certain defense mechanisms and evolves into a behavioral style akin to fear, fight, and flight. We recognize those who are withdrawn and imaginative, assertive and insistent, or dedicated and reliable. How we deal with stress and conflict develops into our coping style, which can be logical and methodical, demonstrative and emotional, or positive-minded and people-oriented. No matter what we do or don't, we always reveal our true nature. Our perspectives, behavioral and coping styles further evolve into a recognizable behavioral pathway, which is constant, consistent, and distinct. To recognize behavioral pathways allows us to understand strengths and weaknesses, and in doing so develop compassion and allows us to influence with integrity. And that makes our lives simple. Behavioral pathways applies to anyone with a personality, while some professions will benefit in specific ways. Law enforcement for threat analysis and improving interrogation techniques, lawyers for behavioral profiles and juror screening, educators to understand relationship dynamics and how we process information, and parents for dynamics within family units, emphasizing balancing a child's strengths and weaknesses. You need to learn to recognize these 9 distinct behavioral pathways so we can develop compassion and influence with integrity. Marcel Elvers is available for speaking engagements, on-site and online training, and consultation. He can be reached at marcel.elvers@gmail.com.